right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to House Edge Live. It's your wonderful host Johnny from Pro Craps here on Casino Gaming TV. Dan, you recognize the shirt? Dr. Dan gave me the shirt at Craps for the Cure. I think 2 years ago, right? We were at the old Casino Quest. That man, 3 years ago. Wow. So anyway, yeah, I wear this thing all the time, Dan. Love this shirt. So yeah, let's yo, baby. We got a fun show today. I think I got some hopefully some fun stuff for you to go through. But before I do, the now mandatory disclaimer: all of this is for fun. None of it is serious. You can't win at gambling. As Ken would say, my good friend Ken from Ken Knows Gambling, the best bet is never to make a bet. But if you're going to make a bet, make it smart, right? Make it smart. Use your brain a little bit, right? And make sure you tie all the important things together. This is what the bridge is all about, right? Having the right bankroll to match the way you want to play. When I play today, you're going to see we're going to play some strategies today where I'm going to burn some bankroll or put a higher percentage of bankroll at risk than we probably should. And I'll explain that as we go. Understand how you view risk. If you like a lot of risk, that's great. Make sure you have the bankroll that lets you play risky. If you don't like risk, right, maybe your bankroll is small, or maybe you have a big bankroll and you don't want risk anyway, right? So understand the way you want to play your strategy helps you kind of satisfy those two needs and marry them together, right? Identifying opportunity to leave or lean in and having discipline to get it done. Here we go. A couple things before we get started, I think in the morning here. Is that the right camera view? No, it's not. That's the right camera view. We talked to you guys about YouTube, a little bit of GER on the YouTube thing. They took down some videos. I am working through that right now. I'm also going to call Dylan today. I owe him a phone call from yesterday to talk through Craps Chat, what the plan is for the coming year. I'll tell you this. I think that the fact that Jeff and Ed went 2+ hours and that people called in and that's what I think folks want. Right. So let us know in chat. What are you looking for? Right. What do you want Craps Chat to feel like to you? And how often do you want to see it? Is it a weekly thing? Is it a bi-weekly thing? Is it a monthly thing? Let us know. We're Skill and I are Skill. It's Skill's. He's the brainchild, right? I'm just the guy pushing the buttons. So let us know what you think and how you want it to feel, and we'll start getting plans together for season 4. So that's what's coming there. The schedule, of course. Big AZ is coming up in late September. Casino Tiers has got a full slate of events coming up. All those events, by the way, except for the Brownwater Bash, are Casino Tiers events. In other words, it's 8 people or 7 people at a table with Ed and Dice Coach and 10 Ton, learning to throw, learning to bet, getting practice in. So that's all those events are, hang, play, learn with the guys, right? They're amazing. So if you can catch one for sure. Craps for the Cure coming up. As you know, September 13th and 14th, it's less than a month away now. We're Tuesday the 12th, which means we are 1 month away from my birthday, which is the 12th, obviously September 12th. Big party that night. And then, of course, 2 days of amazing fundraising. We're doing pretty good. And by the way, that picture there is Pearson. That is Ed's. That's the dog named after Ed's boy. That's Pearson. He's very new. He's just getting some exposure to other dogs. I think he's only like 2 or 3 months old. But anyway, look at us. We've already raised $2,200. I'm putting the call out every morning here, right? Every morning, right? If you guys are going to go to the casino and bet 44 inside, you can go to the crapsforthecure.com and buy a bag of dog food. I think they're like $56 or something like that, right? Or you can buy a collar or buy some toys or some treats or some shit bags, whatever you want to do, right? Let's buy the dog stuff now on the way out the door. Let's go to the Craps for the Cure with all the dog supplies funded, and all the fundraising at the event becomes about paying for hourly training. Wouldn't it be great, right? Here we are, though. We're doing good. We're 5% of the way home already before we even start. So we're doing a great job so far. Let's keep the momentum going every day. I want to see this number go up a little bit every day. Every day, if one person goes and buys one thing, the number goes up. Crapsforthecure.com. You can buy, again, dog supplies. You can buy these big ticket items like the dinner with David. You can buy Casino Quest dealing classes. We're auctioning off a full weekend seminar with Heavy Haltom. Gargoyle's going to come up with a great auction item too. So get going, man. Let's get going I would love to get it before we get there. It'd be so cool, wouldn't it? Then it's just a weekend of fun and crazy. Okay, what's the best way to play craps? I leaned into this yesterday a little bit with you guys. It's the pass line with max odds, right? All the math guys say it. Odds working. Our good friend in chat says it all the time, right? You go to Facebook and somebody says, I use this set and I hit the ATS, and somebody will invariably come in and say, "Oh, you're an idiot. Just go play pass line with max odds, low house edge. Only way to play the game. Everything's random, and that's how you do it." Okay, cool. I will say this, and I've said this every day, and I'll go to my grave saying it. Every single strategy will lose. Every single strategy can win. It's a matter of how you catch it that day. Low house edge, all low house edge means is that your bleed is gonna be slower. That's the only difference. You're gonna bleed out the same as I'm gonna bleed out playing 160 across. I'm just gonna get punched in the face. You're gonna get pecked to death by freaking bumblebees, right? You're still gonna bleed out. It doesn't really matter, right? It's about how you want to play the game. But everybody will tell you this is the only way to do it, right? So I'm gonna go share some videos with you that I think you should probably watch. And this will be kind of a reactionary kind of a thing, but let's watch a few people playing the best way ever to play craps and actually trying to teach the best way ever to play craps. I'm going to switch my screen to the browser view, and we're going to go here. And I'll look at that. Our old friend, Vegas Matt. Vegas Matt, right? He's going to buy in for how much? $4 grand? Let's see how he does playing the best way ever to play craps.
I'm going to go on the greatest run in the history of craps. Going to play it intelligently, $200 pass line bets, and then come bets with max odds. So I read a book called How to Play Craps, and that's what they said to do. All right, here we go. W2 Jesus, what is it?
10.
Easy. All right, I can go. How much odds can I go on 10?
600. Doesn't even know how much odds.
All right, we got 600 odds there. We got a $200 come bet coming back at it. All right, we just need to roll a 10. Easy game. Easy game.
What's the image?
So easy. This game is so easy.
64. 10 again.
9.
I'm back.
How much odds can I go down? 800
How much
odds
do
on
I
my
do?
9. All right, I get 9s and 10s. All right, let's set maybe one more point up here. Ready? 9 and 10. 9 or 10?
No roll.
No. Okay, good. Got that out of my system. All right, look. Oh, it landed on 9. Let's do that. 9 again.
7 out.
47's out. Burns all his money. So
that's what usually happens. All right, I got 4,000.
that's usually happens, idiot. Okay, so here's the thing, right? We know this. We know that the 7's coming, and there's no good way to play. Just because it's a low house edge bet does not mean it's a guaranteed winner, right? Matter of fact, and I will give all the math guys credit for this, right? When you play pass line max odds, combat max odds, it's not for the faint of heart, right? I'll give all those guys the credit. They're unzipping it and they're measuring all day long because that's a lot of money. There's $1 grand, right, on the pass line, and there's $5 grand in odds if you're playing it like that, right? It's not like they're playing safe. But just because it's low house edge does not mean that it's an easy win, a guaranteed win, or the better way to play. The 7 will come and take your money. And here, he put more money out than a guy going 640 across even, which also seems insane, right? The guy 640 across would at least made a hit on the 9. He got nothing out of that, right? Again, best way to play ever. Let's look at another one. This is another. Oh, look at this guy. This guy's a complete train wreck. Sean Perry. Let's watch how insane his insane high stake craps roller coaster. Let's go see this.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video.
We're not going to show you the whole
100,000
thing,
on
by
me
the
right
way.
here
It's a
in
little
these
boring.
ugly brown color chips, and we're playing craps today. Now, the thing is my cameraman here, Grant, has 5% of the action today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play perfect strategy. I'm just letting you know right now, the way we're playing, Grant, is the most profitable way to play, which means the casino house edge is the minimal. So how that works is what we're gonna do is...
Lie. The most profitable way is the low house edge way. That's a complete lie. That's not the most profitable way. That's the way to bleed out slowest. Not the most profitable way. The most profitable way to play craps is to lean into opportunity and press to the fucking ceiling. That's profitable. This is not the way that you make tons of profit. This is the way that you bleed slower, or in his case, bleed out really freaking fast.
We're gonna be betting table max all day. So can you chop that? Actually, here, give me 20 in yellow,
He's a total
please.
joke, Red Eye.
So I get $21,000 chips. Grant, we better win for you, man, today. Is it bad that I care more about my cameraman winning his 5% than me with my 100,000 over here, or what? We're gonna win a lot. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna bet 1,000 on the pass line. So we want to see a 7 or 11. That means we're gonna win here. You feeling it or what? I'm feeling a big one today, boy.
It's a big day. All right, let's see it.
Okay. So we need a 7 or 11 here. Let's go. The 11's right here. Okay, 9. So what I'm going to do here is, so you guys know, I told you I'm going to teach you guys the best strategy. What that is, you put your 1,000 on the come number or whatever amount, and then basically how this works.
I love that.
Is any
Here you go. Just put your $1,000 on the come. Everybody come bring, like, you know, bring your entire equity in your house to the casino, and let's just go 1,000 max odds. We can all just do that, right? The thing about these guys that drives me the most nuts, I think, is the amounts. I mean, again, you know me. I can't watch Bluff. I can't watch Greg Ohulu. I can't watch guys like this that are literally lighting your money on fire. Your money, because you're watching them on YouTube. They got 9,900 subscribers, right? Some of these guys have got 1 million subscribers. YouTube's paying them $100K a month, and they're literally taking the $100K a month, going to the casino and letting it on fire, so that more people will watch them. They get paid more. They bring them more to the casino and let it on fire. It's literally money laundering, but it's essentially advertisers paying the casinos is how this works out, right? Advertisers pay to be on these channels. You watch them like idiots. The curator gets the money, and they go to the casino, light it up, and then it's a rinse and repeat cycle. It's horrible. Horrible. Anyway, here we go. Let's see if he wins or loses here. I'm not sure at the end of the video what
like, say a 4
here.
comes. My come will go to the 4. Then I will do max odds on the 4, which is break even. So then if a 4 comes, I win, and I'll show you guys as we go along. But basically, 9 is not my number. So I'm always going to do max odds as well. And if I forget, you could always remind me to do max odds and come as well. Please. Thank you. So what it is it's called 3, 4, 5. So the 6 and 8 are the 2 most likely numbers to come in craps, right? So you have to put 5 times behind your pass line bet in order to get true odds, which would be 7x your pass. Now, so what I did is, since the 9 comes, the 5 and 9 is 4 times odds. So you put 4K here behind, and if your original pass line comes, you'll get paid 7,000. And then you have the 4 and 10. And since these are the least likely numbers to come, you only have to put 3 times odds. And this is what's called max odds, and this is mathematically the best way to play craps. All right, so let's go. So now we want to hit a 9 right here. 7. Well, that's not a good start. We're down already.
Nice little
We win
PSO
to see
right
our
there. It's
comp,
beautiful, right?
but we lost 5 there, so already down.
Anyway, this
4,000.
video goes on and on and on. He's done another one where he brings 100 grand, buys in for 100,000 at the Rio, and loses the whole thing in like 4 rolls. Right? Same thing. Another guy that you probably should never watch. This guy here, this John Sarasani, got 370,000 subscribers. Goes to strat on a crapless table. Same thing. He's do this. And again, I can't make you watch an hour and a half of video with me here. I'm just giving you the quick previews.
Dealer table. You barely ever
he
see
buys
that
in for
anywhere.
10 grand, I think,
Okay?
here.
Number
and
one,
he goes,
kind of fun, kind of cool.
Pass line, come
Number
bet, max
two,
odds the whole
they
way
have
through.
crapless craps. All right, I'm gonna explain how that works. And number 3, the biggest reason, is they have 10 times odds. Everywhere else in Vegas, it's 3, 4, and 5 times odds. Here they have 10 times odds. And we'll explain why that's so powerful. I'm going in for 10 grand, and let's make a little bit of money, guys. Okay. So last night, guys, you guys saw me at the Rio yesterday. Got our asses handed to
Again,
us.
I can't make you watch it.
We made a comeback at the win and odds. 0.0 for 25 bucks. And another thing here, they also have treated now as a 6, and I'm going to take it and put 10x odds behind that 6.
10x odds on the 6.
Now correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, 10x odds on his point of 4.
Now I have
and
that
coming
bet,
back
it's
to come
there.
again.
I can't move that around though, can I? I could take the odds down, but I can't move the pass line portion of that, or the come line portion of it, all right? So that's what a put is. It's like skipping the come out roll, all right? So we have a put bet out there. We're getting a little aggressive
And he'll
right
do this
now.
a
We're
lot,
gonna
by
keep
the
the
way. This video,
comeback.
if you watch it, he does put bets all the time. So basically, when he wins a bet, he'll put it right back. He won't even go through the come again. He'll leave it out there. He'll say, just leave it there. He'll just take his odds payment back and leave the bet out as a put bet with odds. Now, on 10x table, that's actually not a bad way to do it. If you're going to put the big stack out there, right? A put with max odds on a 10x table is better than placing the number, but you got to put 10x the bet out there to make it worthwhile. He does that the entire video. Whatever bet hits, he leaves it up there as a put bet and then comes again with another one.
We have the 4 and the 6. Let's go.
3.
Oh shit, guys. Oh shit. All right, ace deuce. That would have been a loser on the come line, but we're at the strat. So we're gonna take it on the 3. Again, guys, we have some big paydays here with that 3 and the 4. I'll take the 6 though. I ain't greedy. I ain't greedy, baby. Come on. Oh my God.
And you know what happened there? 7 out, lost it all, right?
Oh.
This goes the
Absolute
entire video.
worst case
I'm
scenario,
going to skip
guy.
to the end of it here. In the end, I think he hits
Money management.
down
It's
here.
not
He
the
gets a
casino's
12.
edge. Same
I
goes
think.
for
There's
damn
a 12 with
blackjack.
max odds on it, which is
Everybody
kind of cool.
thinks, oh, basic strategy, you got a card count to win. It's the money management.
He's got the 5,
Craps,
11,
you got to
12
sit here for at least 9 hours sometimes.
8.
8, buddy, come on.
I'm trying to
If I was
remember the
betting
bookmark.
aggressively, I'd be down 30 grand right now. All right, get off. Oh, here.
Heart rate back up.
And you went 250.
8, yeah.
Odds on the
No, let's get you in to roll on the next one, all right? Bring you as a guest roller, all right?
What's this?
the heart rate.
Hey, Paulie. All right, come on, Henry.
Part 8. Right? 100 plus 25 for dealers.
10.
So, Paul, we're going to have him roll, and then him, and then you.
What's that?
He's going to roll, then him, and then you come over here and roll.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm a terrible. You don't want
Okay, well,
to the blonde.
have you been watching? Have you been watching?
I really don't want to. Paid on the 10? Oh, here it is. All right. Put this all back up on the hard 10.
On the hard 10.
Come on, buddy. Let's go. Come on, buddy.
6 easy.
All right, 6, baby. I'm only on the 5 and the 8 at the moment, guys.
Gotta go a little. I've got to zip a little forward here.
Come on, buddy. Let's go.
Hard 6.
I think it's about here. Let me go over here.
Place, guys.
I think he's going to get the point of 12.
6. Not on it anymore. Damn it. Come on. There we go. There we go. That's a good one. Come on.
That's a good one. You got the 4 gets paid. Yeah, it's one dealer here. This is what is that little tiny tub thing at the Strat? I'm gonna play there sometime.
That's right. All right, buddy. Come on. 5 and 9 now still. Come on. 7 out. All right. This is what it is. I think we're going to call it on that, guys. Let me count it.
I
1,
think
2.
actually here right before that he does hit
buddy,
a 12.
Good shit. Let's
He
go,
does hit
baby.
it. There's a point here where
Not on
he hits the 12 with max odds for like $3,500. I don't know where that hit is. Maybe it's anyway. He hits for like $1,200 or $3,500. But in the end, he loses. I'll tell you here in a minute.
Oh, 7 out. But if you saw it live, the 6 popped up first and the other one was rolling and it came up as a 1. All right, guys, we lost. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gosh, now we're at 6,500. Shit.
Right, so he lost $6,500.
Let's do it again,
looks
maybe?
like, right, so they're, and again, I'm not doing this to make fun of these guys that play the math ways, right? Look at this guy here. By the way, zip to the end of the video on the Sean Perry one. He's down $36,000. Okay, he lost $36K playing the. I should have fast forwarded. Playing the best way to play craps, right? Why do I give a shit about this stuff? Why am I even talking about this negatively, right? And I don't mean to poke fun, but I have to poke fun because that's the best way to play. There's 2 things here, right? One is just because it's low house edge doesn't mean you're going to win more. The one guy made the mistake of saying this is the most profitable way to play craps. It's not. It's not, right? You're putting so much money out there. They it can be said that 160 across is too much spread, too much money out of your bankroll, right? And you're winning tiny bits of it. If you're going, 3 come bets, pass line 2 come bets, max odds everywhere, the amount of bankroll that it requires to make those odds bets is enormous, right? You're not losing money, but you're putting so much more at risk to still win a little tiny bit, right? These low house edge ways of playing are winning over time small amounts of money. It doesn't matter if you want to go low house edge, big ass odds, or you want to go across and take a couple of hits, or you want to play like I play, grindy. Every way that you play is going to bleed you out at some point. Every single way you play is going to bleed you out. It's a matter of how fast the bleed is and how you want it to happen. That's what I always say. So find the way you want to play. That's the best way to play craps. The best way to play craps is the way that you want to play and enjoy the way you're out there. Just don't make dumb decisions. That's what we ask you for, right? So there it is. All right, he forgot his ladder. Problem solved. That's a good one right there. All right. if you want to watch his videos, go watch the videos. I'll put the links in the description. And again, you know, my personal feelings aside, I can't watch that kind of content. Those videos get sent to me to watch. I can't personally watch that stuff. To me, it drives me crazy when I know how hard it is to make money on YouTube and just take all of what you basically you paid me by watching my videos and my ads and going out to the casino with a lighter and is burning it up to get more eyeballs. Like that to me, there's something wrong with that whole process, but whatever. People love it. I can't judge, I guess, right? Anyway, here we go. Let's get into today's actual stuff. We're gonna talk. We're gonna do some more of the 1-win challenge. It is now 7:50. I've got about 15 minutes. Let's try and get it done. Let's do the 1 win and walk. Okay. We're working on discipline, working on experiencing rhythm variance, money management, getting some stress tests on the strategies and watching them recover if they can, right? We're going to find our favorite ways to play. Again, we're going to go horseman, pass line progression, the don't pass ladder, Uncle Lando's back wall lay, and the red cross, which is the one play here that's really dangerous. The rest of them are kind of light and easy. All right. If we ever get to excess, we'll play things like the Philly special, tier pressure, pineapple press, duck and cover. Those are my favorite ways to attack when I'm in profit or playing from excess. But these other ways here are my favorite ways of getting there. All right, let's go. Let's get into it here. We're going to work the horseman first. And by the way, I got it set up from yesterday. I made a mistake yesterday dealing that Jen called out in the chat while we were playing. I had this set up and the point was actually an 8. And I had made the comment, oh, we haven't hit the point yet, right? At that moment, I hit the point, right? And the puck went off, and the next roll was a 7. All these bets actually won, right? So what you win when this happens is this, right? The insides all win 40, right? We had a $30 lay on the 9, right? Actually, that was 20. Sorry, the 9 and 5 win 20 each for $30, right? The 4 and 10 also win $20 each, and the 6 and 8 would have won the 25 each, right? So that's what I would have won on that come out had I noticed it. Okay, what does all this add up to? The wins, right? We would have won. There's 1, 2, 3 quarters. Okay. 125, 130 is the win, of course, minus those VIGs, right? So we would have lost the $6 in VIG, obviously, right? So 130 minus the 6 is 124. So let's make this look like $24. That would have been our net win on the one that I screwed up. Okay, now let's put this back in the rack, the virtual rack, okay? That was the mistake I made. I called yesterday a $55 loss. Okay, here's the loss from yesterday. It wasn't a loss. It was a win of 120, whatever. So I'm going to take the $55. That was not a loss. In fact, I won this. Our bankroll is here, right? We're down $518. I can take 115, 118 out of yesterday's win and gobble all this mess up, right? Which means our loss is actually $400. We're actually chasing 400, not 500. The profit yesterday that we actually had helped us out. So there's my mistake fix from yesterday. So we actually won enough to knock down some of the losses, which is kind of cool. So our losses now are 400 minus the $18. So we'll just call it an even 4. We're chasing $400. All right, that's our loss. So I just want to be honest about it. I screwed up. Sometimes I screw up and I have to pay money back. Today I screwed up and I got money given to me. So that's cool. All right, here we go. Let's get the horseman going. Move the mouse out of the way. All right, the horseman. We'll do it. Everybody wants to see the ladder on the horseman. So we're going to do a 3-stage ladder. I'm going to give it 3 cracks. That's it. First, it's always 5 units. It's always 5 units. So our bankroll is going to be 2, 1, 2, 3 the first time. The second time, it's going to be 4, 2, 2, 2. The third time, it's going to be 6, so 150, and then 75, 75, 75. That's going to be the 3 levels that we've got. This adds up to, let's get the math right, 125, 200, 375, 400, 500, 600, 750 is the bankroll to make this work. And again, I'm only giving it 3 tries. I'm not doing a full 10-stage ladder. I'm just doing 3, okay, in the interest of time. Here we go. To the don't pass we go. Again, we're looking to win anything. This is not winning a bullet. This is just getting up. Let's just try and get up at all if we can. And there's, of course, the come out 7. So we're going to go with all 3 bets as a fuck you bet, and we'll see what happens. We got a 6. We're going to have to fight the 6 for this one. Now, look, the horseman, that'll happen, right? And it's a good chance we hit the 6 here and lose our whole bullet. That'll suck. We ladder the next one up and we hope for the best, right? So if we win here, we'll be okay. But, you know, there's a chance that the 6 grabs our ass, right? Here we go. And that's going to be a 5. And that's going to be a 3. There's an 8. Thought it was a 6. Another 8. 10. There's the 7. So with that one, we actually win 3 units down here. And look at what happens. There's our 5. There's our profit. So we actually made a quarter on that deal, even though we lost in the come out roll, right? That FU bet that we make here after the loss has been a game changer in the horseman. That's one of the Ken's tweaks to it. It's been great. There's our quarter for the day in the horseman. We didn't have to use the ladder, right? Now, again, we could have laddered up after if we would have lost that one, we sure would have been in that second stage, right? Didn't have to do it today. So that was a nice, easy one, right? Little bankroll buildy for you. Okay, here we go. Let's get the next strategy, which is going to be what? The next strategy is the line progression. Now let's get here. This one, remember it's 1, 3, 2, 4. Let me show you this again. Ken did a video on this yesterday, by the way, which was cool that he did it. I'm going to show you how it works. The 1, 3, 2, 4 progression is one of my favorite ways to play any 50-50 bet. Okay, I like doing 2 things. One, and I'll do it here in the field. If you do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 wins 1 and you stack it. 2 wins 2 and you stack it. Get some more greens over here. Actually, you know, I'll do this with these chips because they're better to see. Let's try it again. So you can see the original bet better. 1 wins 1 and we stack it up. 2 wins 2 and we stack it up. 4 wins 4, right? And a 3-leg regular parlay. 4, 5, 6, 7 units. I play that way quite a bit. Okay, this is a 3-leg parlay. But look at this other way. Here's the 1, 3, 2, 4. So you win 1, you have to add 1. So you're out for 2 units, right? You're in for 2 units, but you're playing 3. When the 3 wins, which is only the second hit in a row, you need 2 in a row for this to happen, right? You go down to a 2-unit bet, okay? Which means this: you take your 3 plus a unit back to your rack, and you're playing with 2 units now, okay? You went in, actually I should do it like this, but you went in for 2 units, you profited 2 units, and you're playing with 2 units, right? You got your money back plus a 2-unit profit plus you're playing. When that 2-unit bet wins, you go to 4. If the 4-unit bet wins, right? 4 in a row nets you 10 units. That's the goal, right? If at any point in time you end up being up, in other words, if you win your 3 bet and you go win your 3, you're up now, right? You went in for 2, you're up, you're done for the day. Ken had that same question on his show. He won early. He's like, well, what do I do? Like, you're done. You get up, you're done, right? So here we're looking for 2 in a row, right? And we know that it's going to win 10, right? So you can take, it takes 2 units to make it work, right? 1, and you got to add 1. So you get 4 tries at making 10 units. So your levels are this. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 times 2. You have 8 units. That's level 1. If it doesn't work, you got to double it up. So now you're going to go 2 units, right? Plus the press that you need. So it's 4 units per. 1, 2, 3. I need greens here. 4. So your second level is going to be double that, obviously. And your third level, let's get this over here. Right? Then it goes to 3 units. More greens here. So you're going to be 3 units for the first bet, 3 units for your second bet. That's 6 units per. And again, we'll ladder 1, 2, 3. And there's what we need for the 4th level of the ladder. Okay, a lot of money out there. Okay, let's put this over here. It is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. I think I maybe have one. I think I'm missing one over here. Wait. 2, 3. Yeah, I'm light one. So it's gonna be 200, 400, 800. It's what is that? 1,400 bucks to get this to work, right? At the green level. Here we go. Pass line progression. 1, 3, 2, 4. Right? And again, on the second one, you're done if you happen to get it done. All right, there is your 7 on the come out. That's great. And I'll pay these here with these other color chips so you can see the wins, right? We're going to do that. We're going to add 1 to it. So there's your 3. There is the 7. Okay, so did I roll a 7? I forgot what I was. Anyway, there's that. So you win on your second bet, and guess what? We're done. There's our 2 units back in the rack, and there's a 4-unit profit, and we're out of here, right? That's it. That one, 2 spins, and you're out of here with $100 in profit. Easy peasy. That worked out well today. First time winner. And you're right, skill. I think I did screw. I had no combat on the horseman, so we do the FU bet, right? If you lose on the come out on the horseman, you lose your come out, then you take your other 3 units and go right there with it, and that was it. So it's a one-shot deal. So that was Ken's tweak to it. All right, so the pass line progression today worked easily. First time through, 2 in a row, out of here. You got your $100 and you're done. It's so easy when it works out, right? You take 1, you win 1, you add 1, you win 3, and look at that, you're up 4 units, just like that. It's such a nice deal when it works early. I say this all the time, right? I can't say it enough. When you win early, life is easy. You can stack it away and you can play with excess. When you lose your first round, then you're fighting and you're going uphill and you almost never come out of it. That's why I think 3 or a couple of bullets here is probably enough for most of us because, man, you can't get out of it. Once you go down early, it's so hard to come back. Anyway, here we go. Next one. Newberry's Ladder. All right, let's get that one set up. I think we said we were going to use $200, right? Is that what it was? 1. We're going to give it 10 cracks, I think. And we're going to do, I think we said $50 in reds. Let me get my chips back where they belong over here, the bank chips back where they belong. Hold on. All right, this one here is going to be a simple one, right? Our ladder is only a red chip ladder, right? So I have $250, okay, for the Newberry ladder. We're going to be on the dump. We're going to just go 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. That's it. We're just going to ladder up with reds and work our way back down the ladder. That's it. We're going to look to win a quarter or so, 1 or so units. And again, this could very easily be a black chip with a green chip size ladder versus a green chip with a red chip size ladder. Your call, lady's choice. Here we go. Would I not have done the first? Would I not be done the first? Technically, yes, Randy. I could have been done on that first 7. I could have just taken the 1 unit and went. I was too busy talking, and I stayed into it. So you're right, 100%. The first 7 could have been the thing. Good call out, Randy. Here we go. Newberry's don't pass ladder. It's a 7. So we lose that. And now you're out for your first ladder bet at $30. I can't see it. That's another 7. Oh boy. Maybe this is going to have to be the one that fights today, right? We're going to go out for $35. We have to come back down the ladder twice here. 7, very, very, very happy number today, right? There's the 9. Let's beat the 9. Let's beat that 9. Oh no, 3 in a row. Now we're out for. We might actually not have enough money here. I think I probably should have more stages than this. But there is 9. There's 7 units, or I'm sorry, 3 ladders up. Coming out, another 7. Holy moly, Newberry, what's happening here? There's our $45. Oh my gravy. He hasn't been here all week to see this, unfortunately. So there's the 8. That we're running his way, but there's a 5. Let's get a 7 here, huh? 5, 4, 9, midnight, aces. Are we on the tall, small? We should be close to something here. Feels like it, right? 6, aces again. I think we just need the 3 and the 11, right? And that's it for everything. I think we just need the 3 and the 11. Come on, Randy, let's go. Another 5. How about it? There's a 7. Finally, good Lord. Okay, there's 25, $45, right? We go down a unit, right? We're going to work down $5 increments as we go, right? So we got some of those back. That's cool. Man, how does the baby ladder work versus a huge ladder, right? This is the difference. If that was a real ladder, by the way, we had laddered 4 times, right? You'd have been 1, 2, 3, 4 into it. You'd have been this far into it. 100, 250 bucks in, right? As it was, we were only about $85 into this thing. So the baby ladders are a little different. If you want a ladder but don't have the scratch, this is the way that you do it. All right, coming out. That's a 5. 4, 10, step ladder. There you go, Phil. I like that name for it. The step ladder. I love it. 11 yo. That's a hard 8. No, yeah, I got this glare right here, right? I can't. For you, it's on top. For me, it's on the side. I can't see the dice all the time. Come on now. Another 11 yo. Mid-mo yo. There's the 5. So we lose here, and we're back out again. So now we're back out for, that was 45, right? Back to this level. Up and down we go. I probably need 500 here, not 250, but it's probably not enough. But I'm sure I miscalculated that. So we can always add more if we need to. If we think we need to. 5, 8, 7. All right, there is, again, 45. We'll come down a step. Get a green. We need to get a couple greens in a row, a couple wins in a row. Start feeling better. There's a 6. Let's fight the 6. Come on now. 7 out. All right, that's going to be some more chips in the bank. That's a $40 win. Come down 1 level. And here we've got, there's our 50 bucks back in red that was it 50? Yeah, 50 bucks. Our reds are back. We're just down $75 over here. Okay? Here we go. Coming out. Got a little ace deuce in the come out. What do you think? Nope. It's an 8. It's an 11 yo. There's the ace deuce. The 8. All right, so we lose 35. Out for 40. Up and down we go. The yo-yo. The ladder yo-yo sucks. There's a 45. Or that was 40. Now we're up for 45. The ladder yo-yo. The ladder yo-yo sucks. There's an ace deuce. Nice. Finally an easy win. On our come out, we'll come down again. Let's get a couple in a row down here in the dome, huh? Come on, we can do it. There's a 6. There's an 8. Another 8. 5. A 10. Come on. Another 10. There's the ace of deuce. 7 out. All right. There's 40. We'll come down a level. Let's go. 10. Good for the don't. 4. 8. 7 out. All right, 35. Now the worm is turning a little bit. We're down to our $30 level. And let's just do a quick check of the rack. There's our 50 in red that we started with. Okay. If I take these reds here, that's a quarter. Back in the rack, that goes. If I take this back to my rack, guess what? I'm up $5. Now, it's not enough to call the win a win, $5, right? But you can see it did fight itself back from being down pretty good, right? I hate to say it out loud, but the next win that we get puts you in a unit of profit. You can be done. So the ladder up, ladder down system here, so far so good, right? As long as we don't bite ourselves in the ass, right? There's a 7, of course. As I say that out loud, you could have bet your house on what was going to happen, right? Here we go. Another one. Look at that. Look at how fast that went away. Boom, boom. The don't pass giveth, and the don't pass taketh away. There's 40. That's a 6. All right. Can we still fight back? God, laddering is a pain in the ass sometimes, man. There's an 8. There's an 11. Yeah, hop 7. There's another 8. 11 yo. And there's my 7. That's good. Don't be afraid, by the way. I want you to take notice of this, right? We've beaten the 6 and the 8 today, I think twice each. Don't be afraid. A lot of guys do don't pass in the 6 or 8. They know action. They get scared of it. Don't be scared of 6 or 8, right? They can still be beat. Trust me, they can still be beat. It's not the end of the world when those become your point. The 7 is still the alpha dog. All right, there's a 6. Seven out. You see that how that rolled back on itself? Here we go. That's going to be our 50 in red. There's going to be our 15 in profit, and there's our money back. So you can call it 15 bucks in profit. Now we fought back twice on this thing to be up 5 to be up 15. Now is that enough to call it a win for the day? Or is it not a unit and it's not enough for you? Now again, if you're playing with black chips, that's 75 bucks, not 15, right? Got to make your choice on what you're doing here, right? When you want to get out of Dodge and let this thing go, right? Here would be a chance to start over perhaps, right? And start from a position here and take the next win and hopefully be done. Or take the 15 and say, you know what? That was a bitch to get to this point. We're good. Discipline and the getting up at all and being done tells you went all the way down to 3 green chips left in your rack and you fought all the way back up to here. Sometimes a tie is a win. Okay. We're going to call it right there at 15 bucks on the Newberry ladder. Now, again, I think this one at the quarter level, 500 bucks and 100 bucks in reds is probably the better starting level than what I did here. I think we need more money. Again, ladders, you need to do it, but on a bubble craps machine, that's not a bad little way to go. All right. Next one is going to be Uncle Angelo's back wall lay. Now this one here is 200 bucks. We're going to take 3 shots at it. Okay. There's that 200, and our last 200 bucks. There it is. 200 bucks. Boom. We're going to lay the back wall. For 180. So it's 40 here, 40 here, or lay it for 200. Okay, now I do need vig. I'm going to get 20 bucks or 10 bucks in, actually I'll get 15 in whites. 15 in whites. We have 200 bucks times 3, 600 bucks, and 15 in whites. You can just do it 620 if you want to, but there's our whites. Let's put our vigs out there. Okay, there's the VIGs. Again, we're 30, 30, 30, 30 on the inside. We're 40 on the outsides. And our VIG. We're looking for come out 7s. That's it. 1 come out 7 and we're done. Otherwise, we're going to try and recover the loss. This is the Uncle Angelo back wall lay. Here we go. Come out 7 is all we need. We get an 8 for the point. So the point becomes 8. We lose the 8 and the vig on that 8. Okay. We're going to bring everything up front. We'll bring our vigs back to the rack. Okay. I'm going to replace the 8. I think I need 25 and we're going to do I did 15 here. We'll do 25 in a red, so it's 600 plus 25 plus 15, so 640 was our buy-in. Let's remember that. Okay. I got to put the 8 back up. Okay, the point is 8. Looking for 1 hit here, right? We get 1 hit and we'll be okay. Now what you could do also is when the 8 comes as the point, you've got 40, 80, 110, 140, 170 out here, right? You could lay the 8 for something like, I don't know, 220 or 240 or something to cover these bets, lay the point, and hope for no ricochet. We're just going to play it. We're going to play it right side. Let's get one number here. Anything but a 7. We get a 4. That's great. 4 pays 80 bucks. 75, 80 bucks. That'll cost me 2 in vig. 2 for 80. Okay. Now what we do, we're going to push them all back up to the back of the rack. We're going to put our vigs back. Now you can't, in a casino, you can't do this. You got to pull your bets down. I'm doing this for ease of use. Now, here's the 30 bucks that we lost on that 8 to get started with. Okay, we lost 30 out of the gate. So there's that. There's a little bit of juice here. We're light 15 over here, right? We're looking for, we have 200 out there. So we're up a little bit here. We're up a little bit in profit. We're not up enough to call it with just the one hit. So let's go for the come out 7 one more time, and then we'll see what happens. I think the 4 actually helps you out quite a bit. There's another 4 for the point. So the 4 is the point. We lose both of those. Bring it all forward. So we're down 40 on that one right there. We're going to put it right back out. There's the 40 on the 4. Point is 4. Let's catch one number and get out. The point is 8. Oh, you know what? I never ran the whole thing out, did I? I never ran it out. You're right. The point, I never ran the whole, that's not a thing. You're right. My bad. Sorry. This goes back here. It's my fault. I wasn't paying attention. The point is still 8. We got to run this out. We got to run the shooter out before we start again. Let's hit our point or 7 out, and then we'll turn the bets on. My bad. You're right, Dan. Sorry about that. Yep. Let's put it all back where it was. There's the 8. Now the puck is off. Now we're on. Sorry, my bad. I was talking too much. Yep. Here we go. Now we're coming out. Now the bets are on. My bad. 3. Doesn't matter. And by the way, that's a reason why this is a cool strategy. You're going for the 7 like you would in the pass line, but the come out horns and stuff don't get you. You're just here for the 7 or for a point, right? So the point's 5. Lose the 5. Bring them all forward. Get the vigs back. Replace the 5. And here we go. You just don't want big red here, right? This is the one roll where you're kind of really at risk. You know, there's a 6 for 35 bucks. I think we're done. $35 on the 6, right? I'm going to bring all this down. We're going to replace everything in the rack. Okay, there is 100. There's 200 bucks in green. Okay, that's the original greens. The whites were at $15, right? We had 25 in reds. There's 25 in red. Okay, the whites we have, there's 10, 11 in white. If I take a red and get 5 whites, there's our 15 in white. Our whites are back, our reds are back. That's the 40 bucks. There's the 200, which means all of this out here is profit, $51 in profit. Okay. Now we did that today without ever hitting, sorry about the noise, without ever hitting the back wall. We never hit the back wall lay. right? But you tried for it, didn't get it, bring them forward, get a number. You lose 30, you win 35, you push it back, you're up $5. You do that 3 or 4 times, you get your unit, how we did today. We got the 4 ones, which was great, a little extra juice on that one. We kind of ground it out. So you grind out a tiny profit, 1 hit at a time, or you catch a home run on the come out. That's the strategy. It's kind of genius, really. But it's fun, right? It's a fun little way to kind of just grind. You can get burned for the 180 across, for sure, right? Or the 200 across. You can get burned on that. Your next bullet might get you on the come out 7, though, right? So it's just a fun thing. I know. I love Uncle Angelo. It's one of my favorites of his. And that's why I like to do it. All right, here's the red cross. Now we're just going to stay here with the same bankroll. It's going to be basically 125 per bullet. And we're going to ladder it. Okay, so we're going to go 125. And we're not laddering the strategy. We're going to 125 here, 125 here, 125 there. So we'll take 3 cracks at it. No more than 3 cracks. And that's it. That's the base play. The base play is this, right? Let's get some reds here. There's your reds. The base play is 85, 100, and 4. So it's 125. That's the per shooter cost. That's right here. Okay. Now I'm going to take an extra 200 over here in greens because the line portion of this thing, we ladder it up, right? So this gets laddered as it goes. If you lose the line, you ladder up. You lose on the puck, we ladder the line. Think about this as John and Kathy, 2 people playing. So I know we get caught up on the line, bleeding this thing out. Think of it as a couple strategy. One person's doing the line parlay, the Baccarat line. One person's doing the Iron Cross. The Iron Cross is played, field goes to the box goes to the rack. Very simple progression or order there, right? You catch 3 hits up in here, like any 3 box hits, you're done. That brings it back to the rack and you're out of here. It's a very disciplined little play. Here we go. Let's come on out. And we catch a 6 on the come out. So the point's a 6. Again, don't worry about this and this being hedged off. Think of it as 2 different people playing. All right, here we go. Now the field's on. Let's go. Have a good run. Let's have a good run. We got a midnight, which is great. That paid. It says triple here. I'm paying double. Only because there's not hardly any tables left on the planet that pay you triple. Okay, but we got $30 out of that, which means we can get the 4, the 9, and the 10. Or I'm sorry, so $30, right? Boom, right to the box it goes. Now we just need 3 box hits. 3 collects in the box and we're out of here, no matter what they are, right? Any 3 boxes. There's an 8. That'll pay $35. I'm going to pay it like in reds. There's $35 that the 8 pays. Okay, now the field will lose the $15. You put the $15 back in the field and you bring $20 back to your rack. Okay, that is hit number. That's collection number 1. And do it like here. Collection number 1, 2, and 3, and that's how you know you're done. Okay. Any of the box numbers here, the insides, the net is $20. You lose 15, you win 35. And there it is. A 9. That's beautiful. So the 9 pays $15 straight up in the field. This up here pays $14. We'll take 10, 14. This one comes to the rack. That's your second win. The 15, we press the box numbers. The field always goes up. So the next box hit we get, we're out of here. And we got a 7. So we get nothing out of it. So that sucks. We got 2 little tiny hits. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the line. And we have to start again. Welcome to Right Side Craps. Right Side Craps is where we made all this money. We're going to burn it all right here. Now we parlay that, right? You always parlay your line. We'll get set up for the next run. And there we go. So we have all this here is just kind of our fluff money. And let's get fields off. We're coming out. A 10. Perfect point for the don't. Right? Let's go. An 8. So again, net of $20. Lose 15, win 35, net of 20. That's hit 1. Now remember, we're fighting from behind here, so we have work to do. The 6, the same thing, net of 20. Lose 15, win 35. That's hit number 2. There's a 9. Okay, that pays 15 bucks. 15 bucks. We're going to grab the 9 with it. Okay, field goes here. And there's a 10. So we lose our big don't, which sucks, right? But we do get paid in the field. So net loss there. The puck beat us. So now we change sides and we parlay it up. So we're going to leave this out here. I'll leave that out there. Okay. We're going to go to the pass line and we're going to have to do a parlay, right? When we win. So we switch sides and we ladder up. So you switch sides and ladder when you get beat. I can put that here so you can see it better like that, maybe, huh? Maybe like that. Is that better? So we switch sides and ladder. This is all still active, by the way. And that's it. Let's let it go. Let's let it go. Come out 8. Okay, we're on the 8. Now in this case here, I've got the big pass line. I can take the 8 down. This is the case where you do take the big bet down from up top. And let's play it out. 7. Look at that PSO. Bam, takes everything. So the puck beat us again. The Red Cross is going to get destroyed today, right? So again, the puck beat us. Now we go to the don't, and here's where it gets a little ugly, right? We were at 80 down here, or 40. We were at 40 down here. Now we got to go to 80. You switch sides and you ladder it. You double it up, and then you got to go. So here we go. Not 80. We go to 60. Sorry. 50, 60. You keep laddering that up by one level every time. It was 20, 40. Now it's 60, and we switch sides because the puck got you. Okay. Again, the same other bets. I got to get change from here. And here we go. Can the Red Cross fight itself back? And we stay here until something happens. We're on the 6. Let's go. Oh my God, we hit the 6. That's a bummer. We lose our 60 bucks. Doesn't that suck? We do win 35 of it back, right? Minus the 15, of course, right? So you're back out. Oh my gravy. So now the puck beat us again. We were at 20, 40, 60. Now we're at 80 bucks. Right? That's why we have these greens. 80 bucks on the line now. Now we switch the Baccarat back and forth, man. It's going to be a bitch. Right, here we go. Coming out. Woo, baby. Come on. 11. All right, so what happens is this. You win, right? The Baccarat line on this strategy is this. You're going to hate me, but we parlay that win, right? It goes all the way up, right? That's going to be 100, 50, 160 down there. We parlay up that win. Okay, here we go. It's 11, not a 10. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan. My bad. I thought it was. See, I got that glare. Right where the glare is, it looks like a 5 to me. All right, points 10. Good call. Good call. Pass line. Oh, that's good. Now I have 80 bucks on the 10. I love it. Thank you. Yeah, this is not this is a definite home run strategy, not a retirement strategy for sure. This is one that's a great excess play strategy, right? There's a $15 winner on the field with a 4. Let's grab the 4. There's the friggin' 7. All right, so we lose everything again. God. We were at 80 down there? Jeez, Lou. Now we're at 100 down there. We have to, let's see, do I have enough money to even do this? 5, 6, 8. Let's go pass line for 100. Or don't. Yeah, now we're on the pass line for 100 bucks. Holy crap. Okay, we're out. There's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's our last money. We're completely all in. We're in $600 and change, right? 125 times 3. So it was 375 plus 200. So 575 we're in. Again, we're going to burn all the day's profits on this one. What are you learning? Were you learning anything from this, guys? Right side play. Right side play is very hard, right? There's an 8 for the point. We'll take the 8 down. Here we go. Here we go. Midnight. That's great. That's going to win $30. We'll grab the 4 and 10 this time. Okay. Here we go. No box hits in forever, right? There's a Yo 11 Yo, $15 to the 9. We've had no box hits. I can't remember the last box that we had. That was like subsequent box hits, right? There's an 8. Fantastic. That pays here. We lose the 15. We'll put that back for later. We have the 15 here, but that wins 100. And remember, we parlay the win, right? You ladder up, you parlay. We'll go back down. If we win it, we'll back down to 20. Okay, here we go. Coming out. Coming out. Give me a 7 on the come out, huh? It's a 9. Come out 9. So what I'll do is I'll take this 9, make it look like the field, and I'll put the 8 back. Let's go. Let's just bang out a 9. Bang out a 9. Come on, Johnny. 6. Right? Remember that pays a net of 20. Now this whole idea of winning 3 times and stopping goes out the window. Right now we're in recovery mode with this thing. We have to just get wins. Right now we just need wins. We can't just call 3 hits and profit. You got to play it through. We really need this one here to come out for us. There's a 10 that pays 15 in the field. That pays 27 in the box. The 27 is collected. The field money goes out. We'll make the let's make the 5 look like 35 actually. We got 35 on the 5, 20 on the 4, and 15 on the 10. 11. It pays in the field. That's great. Here's your field win. So the 10 and the 4 now both look like $25. 9. Bang. All right, that's what we wanted. That pays 200 down there. And that goes all the way back down to base. Right? The puck is off. You get that win, it goes back down to $20. We can reset the whole board, right? Back down to 20. And let's get the rack reset, right? There's 125 for the first shooter. Where's my lammers? There's 125. That was our second shooter. There is 125. That's our third shooter, right? $50. Remember, this was $200 over in here, right? If I take down what I got out here, there's 150, 175, 200. My money's back in my rack, and I've got $30 in profit plus this. Actually, 40, whatever that is, 45, $46 in profit. How about that, right? I say this all the time with the Red Cross. Sometimes you win early because you get 3 hits in the box. Sometimes you have to fight like a dog and get the pass line parlay to work itself out, and you get lucky on the pass. Sometimes the line wins it for you. Sometimes the box wins it for you. Sometimes nothing wins and you lose. Like yesterday, lose everything. Look at that. We recovered today. It's incredible that we got ourselves back from being so far down, right? But it just takes one little miracle. Today, the miracle was down here, right? 2 in a row. At some point, you grab 2 in a row on one of these line bets when you're parlayed up, and that's it. Done. Red Cross did it today. It didn't make it easy. It didn't make it fun, but it did it with just a couple of free bullets. So, all right, let's add up where we are. We made some progress today, it looks like. We got 5 wins. And again, the whole thing with Ken's idea here, right, is little win, little win, little win. Play your 5 favorite ways to play back to back to back to back, and you get some small wins, right? Well, here's 100 in green. We already had a black, 100 in green, and we have 25 more in red. There's 25 in red. We have $232 in wins, right? We're down $400, so we can gobble up 200 of that right away. And 32 from 100 is 68. So we can take 50, 65, $68 and change it in for this. And now, after all this time, we're down 250, 265. We're down 268. Remember, we were down $1,500 last week at one point, and we've come back to it, right? We've clawed our way back, And the way that we did it, let's come back over here. The way that we crawled our way back is not by hitting any home runs, right? Not by hitting any home runs. We've crawled it back a unit at a time. Little. Now again, you win a little, lose a lot, you're upside down. You got to win a little more often than not, right? More often than the big ones, and you're going to be okay over time. The trick is not to lose a lot, right? Letting the Red Cross burn $800 would have been a huge mistake, right? You can't take 5 $25 wins and then a $500 loss and make that be your retirement plan, right? The Red Cross is a tough retirement plan. It really is. I'm down 268, not 168, because I had $400, not only, right? Is that right? Or did I mess that up? I had $400 and I won 268. You're right. We're down 168. I'm $100 off. Here's the black chip. I miscounted. So anyway, that's the point, right? If you can win a little bit a whole bunch of times, and when you do lose, you don't lose all of it back plus. That's the big thing. That's why the grinders work better. That's why I like the pass line parlay, which is a 1 or 2 unit at most kind of a thing. That's why the horseman. These things are grinders. They're going to be tie, up, down, and a nice little up. That's how you do it this way. That's how you build bankroll. That's how you build bankroll. You don't build bankroll 44 inside and trying to hit the ceiling, right? The 44 inside or 64 across or 160 across trying to press to the ceiling is what you do when you're already up. You're playing with excess, and that's how it works. All right, I think we're done. I think that is it. So hopefully that was a good show today, right? Hopefully you guys had some fun. I did. I always do. Let's move on here and get out of here. Any questions and answers? I don't know if I have any more. Whoops. That I missed. Let me just go check chat real quick. Any cues that are missed? My daily pack did not bleed me out, but remember, I was shooting, right? I was shooting well during that whole period of time. I was practicing every day and shooting really good. And we played it was highly volatile early, but a low volatility overall strategy. The Dallas drawdown is big risk for one roll, and then your risk is down to 1/3 on roll 2. So even if you go down on roll 2, if you win on the next bullet, it recovers your entire loss, and then you can still make half a profit, right? That's the thing about that strategy that I have to explain better when I show it the next time. That's the reason why that worked out for us. Skill wants to know, when am I planning on having Lori on from Veterans Moving Forward? I don't know if she'll be on this show with me or not. She'll be there in person with a vet and a dog, I believe. So they're busy right now. They're expanding. So Veterans Moving Forward they moved to a new farm. And so they're building the whole thing out. So it's all hands on deck over there. They're just hard to get to them. So yeah. I think that's everything. Duracell says, I'm glad I picked up on the most profitable. God, these people, I'm telling you what, 3 and 4 plays are what it's pretty hard to get those things to hit. What I find, and what I'm going to start doing, I'm going to go play blackjack again tonight. And let me go down to the table real quick. So I think it's a really good question that you're asking here. This system, right? When you hit, if it's a 1-3, right? 1 wins 1, and you add 1 to go to 3, right? When the second one hits, all you need is 2 in a row. 2 in a row hits, right? There's your 2. You have 2 in profit, right? You're up 2 if that happens. I look at it like this. You can be up 2 and done, or you can say, I have another bullet now. Because remember, you need 2 for it to work. Every time that the second hit works, you get another chance at it, right? And the 2 hits all the time. The 3 is hard. The 3rd in a row is really the hardest one to get to, right? But if it does happen, if you're out there on the 3, and that does, you hit the 3, the 3rd one where you've already got this in your rack, and that 2 hits, this is the one you're sweating on, right? But if you're already here, right, that's where I think the differences are made. And because it makes 10 units when it works, you get a bunch of shots at it. I do have to do the math and figure out what does it take probability wise for it to happen, to get 2 in a row in the lines. There's a formula for that, I'm sure, and we'll see what it takes to get 2 or 3 or 4 in a row. One thing I'm doing with the app that I'm running for Casino Quest is there's the new Craps Roll Tracker, which by the way looks fantastic. The Craps Roll Tracker, we're going to put some AI behind it too. So you can say to it, hey, analyze these 6,000 rolls. How many times did I hit 2 pass line wins in a row? How many times did it'll give us the numbers. So we can say over 6,000 rolls, over 800 shooters, how many times did 800 shooters hit 2 in a row, or 3 in a row, or 4 in a row, pass line, don't pass line? And that'll give us a good indicator of like how viable some of these things are when we see it with real dice and real numbers. So that analysis is for sure coming to ourselves. So there it is. All right, let's go. I think that's it. I have to do my thing, right? Tomorrow, I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. We won't do this again. We'll do something else tomorrow. But of course, more of this. At the end of the week, we'll see where we are. I'd love to get this deficit into profit. And we'll say after 4 weeks of playing it, or 3 weeks, 3 or 4, I think 3 weeks. 4 weeks. 4 weeks of playing it, can I be in profit? Can I be in profit by $1? Right? Wouldn't it be interesting if I played for 4 weeks and I was up $1 at the end of the whole thing? That'd be fantastic. And then we do it again with only the low house edge plays, or only the low volatility plays, and we'll see how we do. We take the red cross out of it, which burned us for $500 yesterday, and we'll see how we do. All right, I'm out here. You guys have a good one. Remember, this and today's show is a pretty good example of this. A bee cannot teach a fly that honey is better than shit, right? And again, some people think they're bees. The math guys think they are bees and we are flies. And they're teaching us that the house edge is the best way, and we don't believe them. We think it's shit, right? Whatever. People who play progressions, right, think that the people who play the low house edge plays, right, are the flies, and we can't teach them that our honey's better than their shit. The people who preach negative progressions, Dr. S and Waylon, they're the bees. They think we're the flies. And they can't teach us that what we're doing is shit, right? Everybody's got their own way. Everybody sees themselves as a bee and their opponent as the fly, right? In craps, in your life, with your boss, with your wife, with your kids. This is like life right here, right? And that's how it always is. Remember, everybody thinks they're a bee. Everybody thinks everybody else is a fly. And all of you are right to some degree. And somewhere in there is a spider that's got a web that's going to eat all of us anyway. Right? Have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. Love y'all. God bless.